What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Swanky Disc Golf. Today we have a tier list for you. For those of you unfamiliar with our system, we got Swanky, great, good, I'd throw it over water, dog toy. And today we're bringing you our favorite Kastaplast discs. You might notice that there are some Kastaplast discs missing from this list, and the only reason would be because we haven't thrown them. We have not thrown every single disc in their lineup, unfortunately, but these are our 10 favorite Kastaplast discs. Well, debatably favorite. These are the 10 Kastaplast discs that we have thrown a few times, yes. And so we're out here ranking them. And I'm gonna go ahead and start us off, and we're gonna jump right into it with the Falk. The Falk is actually money. Super so great. Depending on the plastic you can get, it can be more overstable than the number suggests. I had like a clear one. I can't remember what plastic it was. K1 clear plastic, and it was a little beefy. But if you get them in different plastics, they fly like a dream. Super straight flyers, little flip, little turn out of them. Kastaplast is possibly the best plastic out there. Definitely. Really just like all the European plastic, the Latitude 64s, the Clash, the Kastaplast, the new Discmania stuff. Super good. I don't know what they're doing over there, but this is gonna go straight to great. It's a great disc. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The Falk is incredible. Highly recommend.
I guess, highly recommend. Yeah, so, I mean, if we had the plastic in here, definitely, like, K1 is a swanky tier plastic. Incredible. Just like Luke was saying, K1 might be my favorite plastic. I love it for especially drivers. Feels incredible. And they don't really make K2. I'm a casual Kastaplast fan. I don't even know anything about K2. But I know K1 comes in both translucent and opaque. So I've never even held K2.
I don't know if I've held K2 either.
Moving on, we've got the Berg up next. And this one, of course, it had to be me. I know
it's a good thing it was you.
It's because a good thing it's me.
The issue with Kastaplast is that it has like the most dedicated cult following for every single disc that it puts out, I feel like now. The Berg especially, but like every single disc in here, somebody is a major fan of, and no matter where you put it, they're not going to be happy unless it's in Swanky.
Yeah,
but this is our list, so we're going to do whatever we want. You should definitely put that in dog toy, though.
See, here's the thing, though, about the Berg, is that putting it in dog toy is almost what they want.
That's
okay, so I could put it in dog toy, which would represent Luke's opinion. I could put it in Swanky, which would represent your opinion. But if I'm representing my opinion, I'm putting it in the worst place possible for all of the Berg fans. For everyone. Which is really just that I think it's a good disc. It does what a lot of people want it to do, which is, not go past the basket. I understand that. It's never been comfortable in my hand, and that's just me. And I understand that a lot of people, it feels really good in your hand. I just think it's very, I don't know, subjective. Based on how your hand feel, how you feel while you're holding it, it doesn't feel good in my hand. It's a good disc. It does what it's supposed to do. I don't think it's a great disc.
Hot take. Both ways.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I should even share any opinions on it. I've spoken about it. I've played an entire tournament with it, which I didn't do great, but I didn't come in last place. So
there you go.
I beat some people who had their full bags, and I used only a Berg. So that's exciting.
That's exciting.
Yeah, next is the Grim. I'm actually going to let Reed do this one too because I don't have as much experience with the Grim. He bags one. I've thrown one maybe once or twice.
Yeah. So RIP the Grim, I guess it's going out of production. Yeah. They have discontinued the mold. It is still available for purchase from a lot of websites. We verified you can still get them through OTB. There's a lot of websites you can still get them from, but for the distant future, they will be discontinued. I love it. It's not a 13 speed. It is a 13 speed, but it's not a 13 speed, and it's very understable. At least mine is. But not based on the numbers, based on how it flies, like a very max distance for me, flip up to flat and turn over, full S-flight driver. I think it's incredible. I'm putting it above the Falk and great. I'm sad to see it go, and I am stocking up on them because I'm going to have that slot in my bag.
Yeah, I feel like they said there was some reason. I remember reading a post where they said the reason for discontinuing that, and then also I think the CACs or something.
It's extremely inconsistent, I think, the mold
Yes,
is. And they realize that it does not fly true to its flight numbers, true to its intended.
I'm sure they'll come out with something else that's like more accurate. It
I
flies
think
a
that's
lot
the
more
goal.
like an 11 speed almost, like an understable 11 speed. That's how it feels when I picked it up anyways.
Yeah, it feels really good. And the other molds, the new distance driver molds, like the Kroot and the Gould that are out, are not on this list because we haven't thrown them yet. So let us know if one of those is doing the Grimm's job. I think those are both overstable, though.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we'll throw them soon, probably. Up next is the Yarn, and we love our overstable approach discs very much. The Yarn is sick. I think this is going to go up to Swanky tier.
I like it.
Which is funny because none of us actually bag this disc, but we've talked about it. We talk about it all the time. It's such a good disc, and if we all didn't start out zone throwers, we probably would have been Yarn throwers.
Yep.
But the Yarn's plastic it's really just Kastaplast plastic as an overstable approach disc equals incredible. And I know they have some others in their lineup now. They have the Rico X, which I actually have not thrown. The Berg, slightly overstable, but as far as like your classic 4-speed overstable approach disc that everyone has in their bag now, pretty much, the Yarn I think is like top 3 overstable 4-speed in the world, easily. I won't give my other opinions on the other ones because it would get real controversial really quick. But the Yarn is easily, incredible. Definitely Swanky tier.
I actually really like the Yarn. I think that if I lost my zone, my Z zone tomorrow, I'd put a Yarn in the bag and just start using it. The problem is I have years of reps with that zone. So even though I really like the Yarn a little bit better, when it comes to tournament play, like I need those reps. Like I'm trusted with that disc. If I lost that, I think I'd go straight to a Yarn. So I do think it's that K1 overstable approach disc that makes it kind of like this dream overstable disc. It's awesome.
So good. So good.
All right, next up is the Rico. The Rico is like the putting putter for Kastaplast only people. Although there are you lunatics out there that are putting with the Berg, and I still don't understand. The Rico and the Rico X are going to be your putting putters, and the Rico X is just slightly more overstable. The Rico's a super comfortable putter. I putted with them, or I was doing Circle 2 bids with them for like a very small period. They're just a straight flying point and shoot putter. They're beadless, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
I think so.
They're beadless, and maybe the Rico X has a bead. I want to say maybe that's the case. Anyway, I don't know that there's much to say about this one. It's not doing anything special. Let's just put it below the Berg.
I guess. I would put it above the Berg, personally. 3301.
The Berg has more
great
going
numbers.
for it, at least, in that it's like
more unique, I guess.
Yeah. And you can throw. I mean, you could throw the Rico too, I guess. I don't know.
You could definitely throw the. No, I like the Rico a lot. I think I actually like it the best in base plastic, though. I don't know why. Just feels
really
good. It's a great base plastic putter. Up next, we have the Cax Z. Notably not on the list is the Cax, because I've actually never thrown a Cax, but I actually really like the Cax Z. I don't quite bag it. The numbers are 6502, and so it's not quite different enough from a just 7502 type of disc. I throw the Cookie, and it is different from that. It's a very comfortable hand feel, and the plastic's amazing, and the flight numbers are amazing. It's just, I don't know what it is that, like, I don't think it fills a defined enough slot for me to take a disc out of my bag and put that one in it. But anyone who, like, really likes Kastaplast, this disc is incredible, and I feel like it feels like overstable mid and overstable fairway if you're trying to really minimize your bag or anything like that. The Cax Z is a really workable disc, and the plastic's incredible and super durable. It might get a little flippy on you, but 6502 is money. And we reviewed it. It was awesome. I'm going to put it in great, but I'm going to put it at the bottom of great. I think it's a super underrated disc out of Kastaplast that not as many people quite talk about. It might be going out of production, or is that the Cax? Either the CAX or the CAX Z.
I don't know, yeah.
One of those, or both, are going out of production. I don't know. But I used to throw the CAX Z, and incredible disc.
Yeah, I used to bag a CAX Z in glow plastic, and I think the big difference between the CAX Z and a 7-speed is that the CAX Z still feels like a mid in your hand, and the 7-speeds are going to feel like a driver. There's like that clear moment. Some 6-speeds actually feel like a driver, but around that 6-speed is when you start to feel the difference between a mid and a driver, and the CAX Z is just a fast mid.
Yes,
and so it feels
but it does
like
feel a little bit like the rim definitely feels like a driver. It's kind of like the Crave. Like the Crave is a kind of mid-range, but the rim definitely feels drivery, and it's a fantastic disc. That's an incredible disc, but like the rim feels sharp like a driver.
Yeah, so it might just be hand feel whether the CAX Z actually fills a spot in your bag or not.
Yeah.
You just gotta go feel it.
Great disc.
Speaking of hand feel,
the worst in the game.
The Rask. What a strange disc. When I was first introduced to Kastaplast, I had a Berg in my hand because everyone was hyping it up like crazy. And the second disc I picked up was a Rask, and I was like, okay, so this company just makes the weirdest discs ever. Because the Rask has this like, I don't even know how to describe it. There's a circle on the inside of...
Plastic circle.
There's a plastic circle on the underside of the fight plate that serves a purpose.
Nope.
I don't know if it serves a purpose. It's definitely like for a fan grip, you'd feel it. I don't know why you're fan gripping a 13-speed. I guess you wouldn't, so that makes sense. I really don't like this disc. And there's probably some Rask truthers. I've seen a lot of people going like...
I'm sure it has a cult following.
Yeah, there's a lot of tomahawk, overhand, and grenade throwers that love the Rask. That's not me. I'm going to go dog toy with the Rask, and that might be a hot take. I don't know if it's a hot take, though. Everyone I've met that discusses the Rask is just like...
It's truly an atrocity.
It's a weird one, guys. Someone in the comments needs to explain the Rask to me and what that circle does. Until then, dog toy. Sorry.
No, I agree. Maybe it does. It has its niche use that somebody found for it, and it's like, no, it's like the ultimate grenade disc.
Does it bring overstability? Like, it's got to impact the flight of the disc. It's a very overstable disc. I don't understand it, though. I mean,
yeah. I haven't thrown it much, but just like you pick it up off a shelf and you're like, something like they forgot to take this piece of plastic off or something like that. I don't know. It reminds me of those like little plastic mazes that have a ball in, like if they put like a clear piece of plastic on the back.
You could have a little ball in there. Yeah, that'd be fun.
That's what it reminds me of. The Svea. The Svea is actually really good. Understable. 5.6 -1.0, and it really does have 6 glide. I feel like the glide is great, really good for pushing hyzers. I think we reviewed it. We definitely did a starter set challenge where we had the Rico, the Svea, and the Falk, and the Svea was money. It's definitely the most expensive 3-pack of discs you'll ever buy in your life because it was all premium plastic and Kastaplast, but the Svea, money disc. Great for beginners. I'm going to say great for intermediate players. I'm going to put it in great. I know I think I put like all mine in great pretty much.
Yeah.
But I've gotten the great discs.
You do get the great discs. I think I'd even put it above the CAX Z, but I'm like addicted to that -1.0 slow turning mid. I don't know what it is.
I'm going to put it above that. Now we're into our top 2. Before we jump into it, I want to let you guys know to subscribe, because we're almost at 30,000 subscribers. And when we hit that mark, we're giving away this Simon Lizotte grip bag with 25 discs in it to one of our subscribers. Subscribe and be on the lookout for that giveaway when it comes around. And if you want to support us even more, we do a lot of crazy videos. You might have seen our free store video or things like that, or when we go out and challenge people to throw far and give them money. All of that is made possible by different benefactors, but some of them are you. You can hit the join button down below and get access to exclusive content, a monthly giveaway, badges, emotes, a bunch of stuff, and it's just 99 cents a month. So you can hit the join button. We interact with our members a ton, and there's a lot of fun perks over there. So be sure to check it out, and it helps support us doing crazy videos. So, yeah. Final 2.
All right, top 2, not really top 2 because we're ranking them. Okay, the stall is the 9-speed, the overstable 9-speed for Kastaplast. There's some fairways and mids missing from this list. Obviously, the Lots is missing, and the Stieg is missing. So there's some gaps to this lineup that we have not filled in. We haven't thrown them all. But the Stall I have thrown. Obviously, it's an overstable 9-speed, so it's much like the Yarn in that you're intimately familiar with the slot this disc holds, because you probably have one. Like pretty much everybody has the Firebird in their bag. The Stalls I have thrown are not quite as flat. You might find more dome in a stall, which some people really love, especially if you're going to be primarily throwing it backhand. I also find the stall not as overstable as some Firebirds, but maybe more like a Sexton Firebird. A really useful, overstable, pushing hyzer disc. I really like it. But again, it is like a tale as old as time almost, and I want to put it above the Berg in good. It's a good disc. It's just not like everybody's got one, you know, which is hilarious because it's right above the Berg, which nobody else has a Berg. But you guys get it with these lists. You know what I'm like. This is our list. I'm gonna put the Stall there.
I've never thrown a Stall. And I've also never thrown a goat. So I'm going to defer the goat
too. I just mentioned about
4501.
I was just saying about mids. I really love.
Debatably a mid? Or is 4-speed a mid?
I think it's a mid.
Think it's a mid?
It's like domey.
Or you think it is mid?
No, I think it's a mid. It's this domey, like really putterish feel in its flight, but not in its hand feel. To me, the hand feel feels like a mid. And it flies like this dead straight. When you beat it up, like tiny bit of turn. It's definitely understable. The 0-1, I think it's more like 0-0 probably, because it definitely like.
How does it compare to the Peach? Is what the numbers are reminding me of. I think the Peach is supposed to be more understable, but if it's more understable than those numbers, it might fly like the Peach. I don't know if you remember the Clash.
The Clash Peach, yeah.
That's something like a 4, 5, -1, something or other.
Yeah. This is, well, I never threw the Peach, I don't think. But this definitely flies like something that, it's not the kind of disc that when you get it moving right, it's going to fade at the end or even just push forward. It's more of like once it starts turning right and gets over on itself, it's just going to glide to the right. And that is so nice. I know a lot of mids do that, but it's that 0-1 stability, that maybe that bead tendency to be a little bit overstable that prevents it from just crushing itself right, and it just glides right. You can tell by the way I'm talking about it, I really like it. I'm gonna put it here. That's
above the fall.
Gotta be a hot
and
take.
The Svea.
That's gotta be a hot take that the goat is the best mid in their lineup. That is definitely a hot take, but
I think, yeah.
I really like that disc, and I know there are some of you out there, some goat. I'm probably also butchering the pronunciation of all of these. The goatee. I have no idea, but there are some goat truthers out there that know what I'm talking about. It's like solid disc.
Man, well, there you have it. That's the list, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know about those discs that weren't on the list that we have not thrown. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Stay swanky.